Why is it that hundreds of liberty lovers have moved and continue to move to New Hampshire? In part, it's because of the Free State Project's first 1,000 pledge. The success of that pledge gave this man an idea. Abramson of New Hampshire is starting what he calls the Next 1,000 Pledge, designed to get another 1,000 Free Staters into New Hampshire by 2011. To find out more, visit pledgebank.com/next1000. Hey, Ridley here, signing in for ridleyreport.com. How many state houses in New Hampshire look like this? Or maybe I should say, how many state houses in the United States? Go for it. New Hampshire's Citizen Liberty Lobby has descended upon this place.
This is what we're doing?
To lobby for liberty. State reps have to run a gauntlet of freedom lovers to get into the State House for today's floor votes. They're handing out a device known as the Gold Standard. It's a New Hampshire Liberty Alliance tool, which contains the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance's recommendations for what a pro-liberty vote is today.
I might have to get back to my kids, but I appreciate it.
Morning.
Somehow my explain. Something for you and your coffee.
An invitation to join us for lunch.
Now the young lady over here is with the Granite State Fair Tax Coalition. She's not a New Hampshire Alliance person.
But she's very nice.
That's cool. So in this spot, at least, looks like we've got 7 people here to lobby against the income tax and 1 person here to lobby in favor of a broad-based income tax, or broad-based tax. So what she's saying is actually it's not lobbying specifically for a broad-based income tax. But... Oh, okay, thanks. Anyway, she says they're not lobbying specifically for a broad-based income tax, but rather for an open discussion.
Morning, get a little something for your coffee.
I'm standing here with Honey from Barrington, New Hampshire, and this is the first time I've seen you. Are you involved with the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance?
Yes, I mean, I've joined it and helped try and do bill review and, generally support the Liberty Alliance.
What made you want to come out here today?
Well, I mean, you try as an individual to figure out, like, well, what are the areas where you can, help support anything, And I think this is one of those points where, like, you can get a group of individuals and come out and speak to the legislatures.
Have you been out here very much?
I've tried to come out for a couple of, like, hearings and everything. And I mean, it's educational in and of itself to just see how your government, statewide anyway, just how it deals with issues. What is the debate? What is the process?
So Honey is also here to hand out gold standards, just like many of the other reps, just like many of the other Liberty Alliance members. Oh, and I forgot to mention, that is her real name, Honey. So we have a rep here that just got one and is taking a look at it.
Yeah, but I want to be in the contest.
Another rep who's got a couple. Next 1,000. Most of the reps going in right now are Democrats. And of course, Dave Mincin here is chatting them all up, as well as anyone in range. And now Liberty Alliance members are heading upstairs to the House Gallery as they pass other Liberty Alliance members on the way.
We're holding ourselves in reserve.
Have you ever seen anything like this at your state house? So now the halls are filling up with all kinds of people lobbying for their positions. Still roughly 9 New Hampshire Liberty Alliance activists in this crowd. So we haven't grown, but the rest of it has. There goes Representative Neil Kurk. He's the prime opponent of real ID in New Hampshire, at least in the State House. AJ Bettencourt and Jason Bedrick, both A or E reps. Both of them have A's or B's from the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance. Dennis Goddard here from the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance is trying to get some folks together to go into Governor Lynch's office and gripe about Governor Lynch's what they consider his wishy-washiness on real ID. Reps gathering in the, I'm not sure what that area is called, but it's where the reps go. I'm standing here with Bob Scully. Who are you with?
New Hampshire Motor Transport Association.
Okay, and you're lobbying for them today, correct?
For 20 years. Yep.
Okay, great. And you are upset about an anti-liberty bill that you discovered that's coming up today, correct?
Well, it's not coming up. They've been working on it this session. It's House Bill 1594, which would place a new tax on any gas station owner, any company that stores hazardous materials, any home heating oil company, and the range would be, the average cost would be $500 per company, up to $1,000 per year. And for emergency response teams, we already have emergency response teams in place. We already have a private sector in place that goes in response to spills, and this is just another new tax and burden on the small business people in New Hampshire, and we're trying to stop it.
What do you think of the chances of it passing?
I hope they're not good, but right now it's passed out of subcommittee in the House Ways and Means Committee, and we're going to work it very hard. The full committee will vote on Monday, and we're going to do everything we can to stop the bill.
All right, well, if everybody fought for their own liberty, we wouldn't have to be here.
Correct.
Thanks.
Thanks. All right, bye.
So he's saying that's House Bill 1594 that he's talking about.
And he says he's worried it could result in, people getting an unexpected $500 or $1,000 tax. He says he's going to try to get anybody voted out that votes in favor of it.
So that's the warm-up to today's events. Stay tuned to ridleyreport.com. I'll try and bring you up to date on the rest of what happens today. This is March 5th, 2008. State House, ridleyreport.com, signing out.
Next 1000.